Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, we're going to tell you the truth behind those leaked WWE salaries.
More details on Raw going back to 2 hours.
We'll tell you when WWE people learned about the 2-hour thing.
And has Cody Rhodes' bad blood opponent been revealed? I'm Adam Wilborn.
It's Taylor Swift.
This is the news.
All right, let's kick this one off by talking about the leaked WWE salaries.
Ooh, yes.
So once again did the rounds yesterday. This is a healthy reminder that whenever WWE salaries get out there, unless it's coming from the wrestler themselves, it is complete and utter bollocks.
Yeah, just think of a number.
Yeah. So it was WrestleMania that tweeted this graphic yesterday showing the alleged top 5 money makers in WWE. Number 5, CM Punk, $8 million a year. Seth Rollins at number 4, $9 million. I bet Punk would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Number 3, Randy Orton, $10 million. Tied, I guess. Number 2, Cody Rhodes, $10 million. And number 1 was Roman Reigns at $15 million. Hey, look.
Not bad work if you can get it for $15 million, is
for
it?
5 appearances a year. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Now, lots of people fall for this stuff.
Yes.
Lots of people see it. It's never sourced or anything like that.
Nope.
It just comes out of nowhere.
All you need to do is make a bit of a fancy graphic or just go on like a spreadsheet and go, oh, this has been leaked.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and it's easy engagement bait as well.
Yeah.
So I understand why it happens. But a lot of people fall for this stuff, so I think it's important to come on and go, no, this is not real. Fightful, Sean Rossap tweeted about it as well. But also put an update on Fightful Select saying, regarding the graphics going around about WWE salaries, literally none of those numbers are accurate. No comprehensive list of wrestler salaries that has been published online has been accurate to our knowledge. Yeah, this stuff's rubbish, and you shouldn't believe it.
Yes, exactly. It's one of those things. It must be fascinating to be someone like a Sean Ross Sapp or a Brian Alvarez or Dave Meltzer, obviously, people who are really in the know with these sorts of things. And you just log onto Twitter and see this stuff going around and go, what?
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like, it's preposterous, obviously. I mean, the chances are they might have accidentally got one person's salary right, because you can probably guess they're in a similar sort of ballpark. But, yeah, you can't just go, you know what, actually, Andy, we can actually exclusively reveal the wage for...
Balls all over the place.
Finn Balor, and that is, think of a number?
£5.
£5.
£5.
That boy is working hard for his money. £5 for every time he goes, That's how it works.
Hell of a deal.
If you're going to do it, you should make up mad stuff. Like, every finisher you hit, you get a bonus.
Yeah.
You know, like footballers get a bonus for scoring and stuff.
So you just spam your finisher in matches. Art is dead. Yeah, I think, that might actually be the top... I've lost the screen. That might actually be the top 5 earners, right?
Yes, probably.
It's 5 of the biggest stars, but, come on.
I think Becky Lynch might be in and around that as well.
Yeah, she just signed a big money deal. It's just weird, wacky stuff. I don't know why any wrestler would let... It's not like the NBA or another sport where it's like such and such. Victor Oladipo, does he still play? I don't know. Has signed a 5-year, $80 million or whatever, right? It just doesn't get out. So, it's not real.
I think it should be like the UFC things, like so much to turn up, and if you win, you get a bonus, and then people just start going into business for themselves every match.
There you go.
Oh, another win for me.
Why the hell not?
Every week, I'll have 6 open challenges, please. Right, let's talk a little bit more about Raw going back to 2 hours. We talked a lot about it yesterday, of course, and Andy's going to bring you some details about how that's affected people within WWE. But a lot of speculation as to what this means going forward, not just for Raw, but for SmackDown. Fightful clarifying that SmackDown will be staying at 2 hours going forward. They're not just gifting that hour across USA to Friday nights, basically. But no confirmation that they are going to be going back to 3 hours, according to Fightful. Then again, Dave Meltzer said it is a 3-hour show when they move back to Netflix. I got it confirmed a few minutes ago. The basic situation is it was a USA Network call, not a WWE call. As we sort of said at the time, we anticipated this wouldn't be WWE saying, you know what, after 12 years and the ad revenue out the ass, let's knock an hour off this show all of a sudden, despite the fact that right now is the best time for Raw to be 3 hours and the least amount of people are complaining about it. You all thought, we all thought anyway, that Raw getting moved to 2 hours was probably going to be a USA Network call. No reasoning given yet, whether it's other sports or whatever, but Raw is time's running out on USA Network, and when they go back to Netflix, according to Dave Meltzer at least, they'll be going back to 3 hours.
I wonder why. Yeah, I'd love to know why they've made that call. It seems a bit strange, because Raw's only on there for like another 3 months, or 4 months. So why? What's the purpose?
We know the third hour obviously has the least amount of viewers, doesn't it?
It still does well though.
Yeah.
Like Raw is the most valuable property on USA, apart from any sports that I'm forgetting because I'm stupid. So yeah, like they bend over backwards for WWE a lot of the time, and they've got SmackDown now on Fridays for a few years
it's
too.
USA week this week, isn't it?
It's USA.
Losing NXT in 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that's going to the CW.
CW.
CW Anderson, big deal for him.
Very excited for that first week's show and the second week's show where they're going head-to-head with AEW and definitely won't just randomly book megastars on that show.
Yeah, they definitely won't do that. They've never done that before. Yeah, so I don't know, like it seems like a strange call. They must have something lined up, right? Like they have these late night talk shows. Maybe it's like Late Night with Steve Bum or something like that.
As long as it's not James Corden. Works for me.
Yeah, you can keep him, America.
Yeah, we do not want him back.
Piers Morgan as well. Take him back.
God.
Like, all yours, baby. Just don't give us...
We'll have John Oliver back. Love his pat.
Yeah, we don't want any of the strange ones.
No, thank you.
No.
Conan O'Brien. Hey, you were.
I liked him on Hot Ones. He was quite...
I like his hair.
Quite a fun episode. I don't like hair. I don't respect hair. Right. Let's move on to our next story. This is regarding... Yeah, I'll just read it to you. Why the hell not? Why do an intro? WrestleVotes. Tweeting. Posting. Regarding, not regardless. Regarding the news of Raw switching to 2 hours for the rest of the year, I've heard that many production and social staff who work behind the scenes found out in real time, just like the rest of us. As for what this means for 2025 and Netflix, one source said WWE is eagerly anticipating the freedom to vary runtimes as needed. No firm decision has been made either way. Yeah, they can be a bit more flexible with the length of the show and stuff like that, but 3 hours sounds like it's still going to be the target. Pretty funny that. You're working on the show, you're at work, and suddenly you hear Joe Tessitore go, by the way, it's 2 hours now, so you got an extra hour off.
It's not that much of a big story that we've got to keep this hush-hush. Why don't they just tell people?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Hello, welcome to the news. I'm Adam, he's Andy, and today we're going to be doing Andy's performance review live on the news. What? You can't do that. I thought the interesting thing about that tweet, though, was the varying of times. Very interesting to see if WWE now, because presumably they'll be getting all their money, through Netflix for Raw at least, whether or not they decide, we've got loads on this week's show, so we're going to make it 3 hours, and then the next week, actually, you know what, we're not bound to any specific timings. Let's do a bit of a tighter show, do a 2 hour show this week.
Yeah.
I think that could be something they could do.
Less filler.
Yeah.
It would encourage less filler, wouldn't it? Because they won't be sitting there and going, crap, we've got 20 minutes left. Put our truth and a bin out there and see what happens.
And that's not me saying that if you attend the show, you're going to get your short change, because you sense they just go, right, we'll just wrap this up. We'll do the angle, and then we'll do an amazing dark match with Chad Gable versus...
Who's he fighting? Who's Chad Gable fighting? Kairi Sane. Okay.
I really want to see that match now.
It'll be good. Kairi Sane would probably smash her face open.
She does that kick his ass as well. I love that.
She'd elbow drop him into the next universe.
Dickhead. Yeah, get it.
Yeah, have that. American made, more like loser. I don't know. I like Chad Gable. I don't think he's a loser.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's great.
I mean, he played a great loser, but that's because he's great at everything.
Done a very professional job putting the Wyatt Six over.
And survived Shorty G, which is the main thing.
How does anyone survive that? Imagine being short.
Hey, let's shorten that up and let's put me in a basketball jersey with a ruler on the side of it.
Yeah, you must.
He's still doing amazing. Fair play to him.
He's great.
Right, Bad Blood is the next PLE for WWE, of course.
Taylor Swift
goes down, of course, early October, and lots of speculation as to who Cody Rhodes is going to be facing, because Cody's already facing Solo Sikoa on this week's episode of SmackDown debut episode on USA, as we've mentioned before.
Before wrestling Taylor Swift.
And Cody Rhodes' opponent at Bad Blood apparently could be
Io Sky.
Jacob Fatu. It's coming from Meltzer as well, saying that yes, Solo Sikoa is not planned to be the opponent for Cody Rhodes, which would be weird, facing him at SummerSlam. Presumably some shenanigans, possibly with the return of Roman Reigns on this week's SmackDown. You don't want a third match quite yet, at least, between those two. But obviously Cody has already offered out a match against Jacob Fatu. He did it on last week's SmackDown, but Fatu said, "I love you, my tribal chief. Please take this match from me," effectively. But at the moment he teased it, I thought, oh my God, I want to see that.
Jacob versus anyone is in this bloodline sphere is the money match, because he's the best one. It's that simple. He's the one with the highest ceiling.
Yeah.
He's the best in-ring performer. He's the most captivating,
Yeah.
whatever word you want to use. Energy, great energy in the ring. Solo's not the best main event wrestler, I don't think. And they are wise to blitz through whatever matches they have with him sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about Solo being this sort of pretender to the throne of Tribal Chief on our Q&A, which is coming out later on this week, which we recorded yesterday. And Jacob Fatu is quite rightly, the most believable challenger for Cody. Really intrigued to see how they book this, because you sense with almost every match Cody goes into, well, he's winning this because he's probably on that title until WrestleMania when he drops it to The Rock, perhaps. So, how do you book him beating Jacob Fatu whilst maintaining? I mean, he's not going to lose that much aura, but maintaining the sort of fear around Fatu.
Just book it well. Book it well. Like everyone, we're still.
Cody was good enough to beat Roman Reigns.
Yeah, just book it well. Like that, you just tell the right story in the ring. Like people are still a little bit. This person can't lose. Anyone can lose.
Yeah.
Anyone can lose, right? If you tell the right story between the ropes, it could be, Jacob Fatu, he hurt his ankle again.
Yes.
Cody put him in an ankle lock or something like that, right? Like, that's easy. Why? You give him a reason to lose.
Mm-hmm.
You can do so much more for lose than a win sometimes as well. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think you and I and the rest of the lads in the office agree that it's so exciting when you hear, whether it be WWE or AEW or anywhere really, booking a match where you go, neither man can really afford to lose this match, and then you see how they book it without just doing a shenanigan-based finish. And I hope in this version of WWE you don't just get that of just like, DQ, thanks for coming everybody.
Sami Zayn's ran in.
I know that obviously that's probably not going to be the main event of Bad Blood. You would assume that's going to be the Hell in a Cell match, but excited for that. It looks a really stacked card now already, Bad Blood.
Indeed. I saw some people going, they've already added 3 matches. Well, they've got to add like 5. Here's 5 feuds. It's like it's gonna be a 5-match card.
Yes.
But like the stuff they've added so far is heated, and it comes from stories they've been telling for most of the year. So
just need to put Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage for me now, above that match that's already set between Liv and Rhea.
You just slip out of it like a little eel. Like a little eel. Where is the eel?
Where is he?
He's swimming around over there. See,
fair enough.
He's upside down right now.
He's probably waiting around for this afternoon's news, which is coming away later on today. But before that, Andy, you know what they can do?
Yeah, click it.
Bye.
Bye, Taylor Swift.